future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
She's passionate about telling stories of amazing women who are rocking the world and empowering women to live, love, and thrive. Here's your host, Katherine Gray.
Hi, welcome to Live, Love, Thrive Women's Empowerment Hour, brought to you by 360karma.com. We have two extraordinary guests on today. We're going to be talking with Chris Gialanella, there's a tongue twister, from Angeleno Magazine, as well as Beverly Hills, LA Confidential. He's the group publisher of many magazines, and we're going to be talking with him shortly. And then later in the show, we're going to be talking with world-famous blogger Kat Tanita, and we're going to talk about her amazing journey of how she's created a blog that's a very lucrative business. So stay tuned for that. First up, please give a warm welcome to Chris Gialanella. Hi,
All
Chris.
right.
How are
Hey,
you?
Catherine, how are you?
And I thought I practiced your name. What can I
It's
tell you?
Gialanella.
Gialanella.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
it
who
is.
knew?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people say Gianella, but it's Gialanella.
Okay, good. And
So.
obviously Italian.
Yes, I am
Okay.
Italian.
Gee, how did I guess that?
New Jersey-born Italian.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's where all the
We
Italians
say
are, right?
things like gravy and macaroni and things like that. But
yeah.
Yes.
So when you were growing up, was it like big Sunday family dinners and?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, food was always a big part of it, especially
Yeah.
on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
My grandmother was an amazing cook.
Yeah.
who-
No wonder you had to move away from there.
I did, but you know what? I have her macaroni pot that everybody wants. So that's where she made all the gravy and the meatballs.
Yeah,
and
but you don't look like you eat
so-
that much.
Oh, I love meatballs.
Do
Are you
you-
kidding?
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good
okay.
protein.
I
Yeah.
see you love cooking.
I do.
And you also do weightlifting, so there's a great,
Oh, yeah. Right.
balance.
Absolutely.
Right?
You need
So-
balance in your life,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
So you do a lot of cooking and eating, but then you do a lot of weightlifting to work it
Well,
off.
you know,
and it
I'm
works.
the guy who's in the gym at 5 a.m. because if
Yeah.
I don't go at 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
I don't go. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. If you don't do it in the morning, forget it.
Absolutely.
I don't know how people work out after work.
I don't either.
like-
Isn't everyone exhausted?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't get it anyway.
people
But
do
you are a busy guy. You are the group publisher of so many magazines, Angeleno, Beverly
Mm-hmm.
Hills, LA Confidential, and several others.
Yeah,
Bridal,
weddings
interior.
and interiors. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you do it.
Well,
honestly.
you know, it's simple, and I can kind of tell you, my wife actually brought a copy of Angeleno Magazine home, the first issue. We were engaged, and she said, "You should call this gentleman whose face is in the magazine. You'd be great in sales." I said, "I would." So I called that gentleman, and I said, "I have no experience, but I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
You teach me what I need to learn. Pay me commission only. Let's see what I could do."
Wow.
So that gentleman was our founder, Michael Kong, who started the organization. So he brought me on very early in the game. So it was fun to kind of see the
Yeah.
transformation.
So you've grown with them.
Where the magazines have gone from
Yeah.
2000 to 2017.
And they have a very upscale target audience,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And you can buy it on the newsstand.
You can,
But it
you can.
also is subscription based.
Yeah, so we target certain homes based on household income and home value for Angeleno. Hotel distribution is big. LA Confidential, we're skewing more entertainment, but we're in hotels. BH is a new magazine that we just launched. Our first issue is here.
And for
That's
people around the country that don't know what BH is, it's Beverly
Beverly Hills,
Hello.
yeah, in conjunction with the Beverly Hills Chamber. They
Yeah.
came to us because they really love the products that we do. So they said, we would love for you to put together something very similar to the modern luxury style. So we came up with a fantastic.
I love that. This is the new
With a
Beverly
powerful
Hills.
Catherine Zeta-Jones on the cover. John
Cool.
Russo is our photographer. Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah. Oh, no, your
So-
your magazines are first class.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they really
but
are.
without these, a great staff that I have, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be anywhere.
Yeah,
So.
it does take a village, doesn't it?
does take
I
a
know
village.
for me. And we're so grateful to have you guys as a sponsor for the Live, Love, Thrive conference this
Oh, we're
weekend.
thrilled.
In, with the city of West Hollywood and Honda of downtown LA. And what I love is that you guys are getting behind women's empowerment in that in December you actually have an issue coming out for Dynamic Women.
Yes.
Which, thank you, features me and my partner, Debra
Absolutely.
Smalley.
Yes.
And also some other incredible people that are involved with the conference. Senyan Kelly, who's on our She Tank panel. She's an investor investing in women. And also Carolyn Oliveria, who is the first female Latin American GM for Honda in the country. And we're actually giving her an award at the conference.
Does she know that? Or is
she
find
does.
Out now?
No,
Okay,
she does.
okay.
And she was on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah, she is. She is.
We love her.
So, yeah, all Dynamic Women.
So
and Andrea Quinn, who I love.
Oh, Andrea's great. Yeah, we started Dynamic Women in L.A. 3 years ago.
Oh.
Prior to that, I was living in Newport Beach. I ran our Orange County market, and we came up with Dynamic Women as an opportunity for women in business to promote themselves in a really fashionable, unique way.
Right.
When I came back to LA in 2014, I said to my staff, we're going to try this in LA and see how it goes. Everyone thought I was crazy because of entertainment, and no one's going to want to be a part of something that they have to pay for. Anyway, we're on our third year, and we've got about 70 amazing women, all from real estate, philanthropy, entertainment.
Well, I think your business model makes sense because people pay a lot of money for PR companies to get them into publications and magazines, and they're not always successful at doing it. And this way they can craft the message and whatnot.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a very smart business plan. It's a classy magazine, and it's a wonderful opportunity for business women and women in all different genres, not just entertainment. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, very cool.
One of the things, good point you brought up about the editorial. Editorial is fantastic, and it's really what our magazines are based on for content. But I think in today's world, with social media being so prevalent, everybody wants control over their message and even their photo.
Right.
So with Dynamic Women, we take it a step further. We give them a modern luxury experience with a photo shoot. Sometimes we do hair and makeup. Then we celebrate them at an event where they're rewarded. They invite their friends, and then you get a room full of qualified, like-minded people, the sphere of influence of people who can connect and grow their businesses.
Yeah,
so we take it to another level.
Yes, you do. And I've been to some of your events, and they are super cool, always very classy, and I always meet the most amazing people. In fact, I've had some women on my show that I actually met at your event. I know Mary Jo Eustace, and then my friends Amanda and Adam Barr, who also are sponsors of the conference.
Great.
They're great. Yeah. They were in the magazine last year, Living Legacies. And it seems like you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, look, at the end of the day, we work hard and we produce a great product.
Yeah.
Everything always looks more fun on Facebook, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But in reality,
we're going to be talking to Kat, who does blogging, and she said the same thing to me, that her job looks very glamorous, and it's 20% glamour and 80% a lot of work. So
yes,
I
exactly.
know. Yeah, if you're publishing 5 magazines, you're definitely not slacking.
Exactly. Thank you.
A lot of people might like to know your journey and your background. So you came from New Jersey, and everybody in your family's still back in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, mostly everybody. So I grew up in Livingston, New Jersey. It's about 40 minutes west of New York City.
Yeah.
In a town called Livingston. And my dad worked in New York City. He worked for he sold generators to some of the big high rises when the power goes out. So he was constantly, taking the train into the city.
And he's the one that you got your sales.
Oh yeah, he's the sales guy,
yeah.
right? And my mom, she went in back to work when we were in elementary school in the insurance world. So she sort of showed us that, she's a working mom and she's contributing just like everybody else. And very powerful woman, and we all adore.
You told me she called all the shots.
Yeah, well, she sort of does still to this day.
Yeah.
We kind of let, it's a house full of boys.
Yeah.
I have
they
two brothers.
They say women make like 80% of the buying decisions. So they do call the shots.
They do, especially with our demographic in the magazine too. A lot of women are the decision makers, buying cars, taking trips. They're the ones who really say what we're doing.
So you had 2 other siblings.
2 other brothers. Yeah, they're I'm the baby of the family.
Yeah.
And I came out.
So that poor woman, 4 guys, huh?
Yeah, she had 4 of us, right?
She had to be strong.
Oh God, yeah. So
she didn't have a choice.
No, she didn't. So it's hard. I'm the baby who sort of left the nest and 1994.
Yeah.
I came out to LA. I worked for a company called PIMS. It was a media distribution company, and I learned about business. And I had a boss named Margaret Foreman, who to this day is wonderful. She taught me to be on time. She was strict,
Yeah.
but in the sense that you needed a strong-minded someone in business to kind of show you the ropes of what your first job should be like.
Right.
So now when I interview people, and I expect people to be on time, expect them to know what they're talking about, present yourself in a proper way.
Right.
So women have always sort of been a spearhead for my success.
Right. And that's a good message to put out there in this time of trying to embolden women's empowerment like we are, is that there are men out there like yourself that respect women, promote women. I know we have Debra here in the room with us, who is one of your people at Beverly Hills Magazine. And yay,
Debra.
Yay, Debra.
Yeah.
And love that you're employing and promoting women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of women, you know, I have a wife, Andrea, who's a psychiatric social worker.
Oh, wow.
We met out here in LA 20 years ago, October 25th, and she is a force to be reckoned with, a wonderful woman who works really hard, spends a lot of time with children to make a difference in this world. And she's a great role model for my son, Luke. So it's great that I have all these strong women.
That's
and I have you now, too,
There
right?
you go. So Luke is 12.
Luke is 12, and he's an interesting bird. He loves history. He loves politics. He dives at USC. He's on the little Trojan Dive Club team. He started back in Orange County. We met Greg Louganis and his husband Johnny Louganis at a dive meet.
Yeah.
We mentioned we were coming back to LA, and Greg sort of introduced us to some of the teams here, and USC is amazing. And the coach there is Hongping Lee, who competed against Greg Louganis in the '84 Olympics.
Oh my
Greg
gosh.
won,
Wow.
but Hongping is the main coach, and Bobby Fielding is Luke's coach now, who's wonderful. She's strict, a strong woman.
Yeah.
But I said to my son, you know, someone's got to be strict with you.
Yeah.
Why not let it be Bobby Fielding? She's wonderful.
Oh, that is such a cool story.
yeah.
Does he want to be an Olympic diver?
Well, that's the problem. He said to me, I don't want to be an Olympic diver. I want to get in. He wants to be a senator or somehow
wow.
involved in
And
politics.
you worked for a congressman.
I did.
Right out of college, right?
I did. You know, it's interesting. My grandmother on my dad's side, there was a parade happening in town.
Yeah.
And my grandmother actually ran out into the parade and said, give my son an internship to the local congressman, Dean Gallo. So Dean what grandmother would do this but my grandmother.
Oh my gosh, you are from a line of strong women.
Yes, these women got me where I am today.
Yeah.
So I worked for Congressman Gallo for a few months, and unfortunately he did pass away. So, and then I wound up coming back to New Jersey, moved into New York City for a little bit, and then had the opportunity to come out to LA.
So what was that like working in Washington? Did you?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, it was right around the time of the Clinton campaign in '92,
wow.
so it was an amazing time to be there,
Wow.
obviously. So I enjoyed it. I was a waiter at a restaurant called Sign of the Whale on M Street, and you know, your first experience out of college.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful place to live.
Yeah.
It really
I'm
is.
familiar with all that because I grew up in D.C.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, right outside of D.C.
In Maryland or Virginia?
Yeah, McLean. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was one of the stops.
Yeah. But
know it well.
Georgetown, that was a lot of fun, huh?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
And it's also fun connecting with my roommates from back then, you know, through social media and Facebook. So it's nice to see where people's lives have come.
Well, one thing I like to see is that you're a give back kind of guy. I see that you were on the advisory board for this cancer organization,
Beckstrand.
Beckstrand.
Yes.
What made you choose that to be? Was it something in your family, or was it, you know?
You know, I'm not really sure what made me. So it was an organization. It's no longer around in Orange County, and they'd come to me for media support, and I just really loved the vision of what they were doing, raising money for these families in need. And I felt like, you know, being in this position of a publisher of a magazine, you become a little bit more in the public spotlight. So why not use that platform to raise awareness and help raise money for these organizations? So
I saw another picture that we had of you at a Step and Repeat that was for another fundraiser. So you do a lot of fundraisers?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And our March issue of BH Magazine is all about philanthropy. So that's going to sort of be the focus of what we're doing. A lot of the charity events happen in Beverly Hills. And, yeah, we support pretty much mostly every big charity, or meaningful charity, I should say, in town.
So obviously you're glad that you moved to L.A.
Yeah, I love it here.
You would never go back to Jersey.
Hey, never say never, right? You never know. You never know where you're going to be.
There, huh?
Right. True.
Yeah. So tell me about the magazines. Like, what is it that sets them apart from everybody else? Like, what is it you love about this particular group that you're heading up?
Oh, thank you. So, you know, we are a luxury regional lifestyle magazine, right? So we have a luxury feel. We get a lot of national advertisers that buy ads in our publications, because you could buy one ad that can run in 28 markets. So we're all across the country, from New York to San Francisco to Hawaii, Miami.
So even though you're the group publisher for
only in LA, but there's 28 of me.
I see.
All over the place, right? So
28 of you. I don't know if we can handle that.
Can you handle it? Half of them are women, which is great.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that works out well. And you know, from a luxury standpoint and from a business standpoint, we create this amazing atmosphere for a brand. We bring local people into a store on Rodeo. We could bring a local community to a restaurant, to an event, so we can capture a very local targeted audience. Like tonight I'm hosting an event at a new store at the Westfield Century City, and they chose Modern Luxury because they know we can bring in a qualified audience.
Right.
And I love connecting people together, and that's what we do so well.
Right. And you know, this doesn't speak to everybody, upscale and high income and whatnot, but you know, if you were to defend that, you know, every market needs its publications. And so there is a well-to-do upscale market here. Why not have magazines that appeal to that market, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the nuance of luxury, I mean, we're not afraid of. We think luxury is here to stay. We love celebrating luxury. And, you know, also with the travel industry being where it's at now, a lot of our publications are in the hotels. So it's great for local businesses to attract people staying at the local hotels.
And are you all in these 28 markets? They're all here in the U.S.?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're
okay,
here.
I didn't know if you guys were going to go
some
international.
Well, we do a jewelry and watches international book for the Basel show abroad. We actually do a Win Macau publication as well. We have Win Las Vegas. We just recently acquired Niche Media, Greengale Publishing, and they published LA Confidential, Ocean Drive, Gotham, a few other markets, Philadelphia
I remember Ocean
Style.
Drive in South Beach.
Yeah,
is that
South
still
Beach.
where it is?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So we just acquired them back in April, so now we're one big happy family.
That's cool.
Which is great.
What do you like most about being a publisher?
You know, I love my team. I really do. I love sort of inspiring. I love coming up with great ideas for my team. I love seeing people successful. I love to eat, so I love going to great restaurants sometimes.
Oh, right.
You know,
here.
and I really love connecting.
Foodies.
I really love connecting people together.
Yeah.
I think that's really what I love about it.
Yeah.
You know, in our world, it's this sort of big title, but at the end of the day, I'm managing a great team. That's really what I do.
Yeah, and obviously you believe in promoting women in the organization.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know, I interview so many people, and the first question I ask, especially if I'm interviewing a salesperson.
Are you a woman? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah. Absolutely. Well, I don't ask that
Hopefully
question.
you don't have to ask.
No, right. Exactly.
It was a joke.
You know, I know. Good joke. I'll ask, you know, what are you motivated by?
Yeah.
And in sales, if you don't say money,
Yeah.
are you the right person for the job?
Right.
So I always try to make a smart decision on who we hire. And in Orange County, I hired 3 individuals, 2 women, Diana McBride and Alexandria Taylor. They're still there today. They've been there for 8 years.
Yeah.
Wonderful sales gals. My marketing director in Orange County is still down there. I'm building the team here, but everyone's been, you know, since I came back to LA, mostly everyone's here to stay. So I think when we can keep a team, cohesive team, I think it stems from the leadership.
Yeah, having a sales background myself in cable television advertising, I know there's nothing on your side more than time.
Right.
So the longer time you've spent with a company, the more clients you're going to have, the more relationships you build, the more money you'll make, and
it's believable.
It's good
I
for
mean,
everybody.
The story for me, where I came to Angeleno in 2000, and it's 2017. I believe in what I'm doing, I know our publication has everything for our clients and our readers as well. We want to create the best product we possibly can,
right?
And it always gets better. It always does.
And also, too, I know from sales in my background that it's always rewarding if it actually does help the people that are being promoted in it. So I can imagine that that's rewarding when your clients come back and say, "Oh, I got new business from this," and
absolutely,
I mean, that's what it's all about. And you guys are online too, right?
Oh, absolutely. You go to media.modernluxury.com. You can download all of our publications in any market. It's interesting. Our readership, you can actually read the magazine digitally as well. So we have an Angeleno app. We have an LA Confidential app coming out, a BH app where you could literally read these magazines on your iPad, your iPhone. So,
cool.
The content will always be there, but the way you're reading it is a little bit different.
Now, I'm old school. I actually love to pick up the magazine and flip through it.
Yeah.
I mean, and newspapers too. I know people love reading on a screen in a, on an iPad or whatever, electronic device. But I love the tangible
touch and feel.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because we're over 40.
Do.
That's why.
Is that why? Yeah. Speak for yourself. I'm 35. I'm kidding. Yeah.
But I don't think they're going away. At least not with the baby boomer generation.
Right.
After that, I don't know. But, well, really appreciate you being on and
Thank you,
being a
Catherine.
sponsor of Live, Love, Thrive.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
We're going to be distributing your Angeleno Magazine at the conference.
And maybe BH and LA Confidential as well.
Beautiful.
We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah, well, everybody will appreciate it, I'm sure. Yeah. And just thanks for doing a great job, and thank you for doing the Dynamic Women's issue coming out in December.
We're thrilled to have you and all these wonderful women involved.
Thank you.
Without you, Catherine, and these great entrepreneurial women, we wouldn't have a wonderful product in December. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, see you this weekend at the conference.
We'll see you there.
And we'll see all of you this weekend at the conference, the Live, Love, Thrive conference. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Kat Tanita. Thank you for tuning in to the Live, Love, Thrive show, where we bring you powerful and positive programming about women and those who support women's empowerment. It seems by sharing their stories and showing us their talent and potential, they remind us of our own. We ask you to join us weekly by taking a minute to subscribe to our 360 Karma YouTube channel so you get to see every episode of these uplifting and inspiring stories. We all need more of this, yes? And did you know we have the Live, Love, Thrive book on our 360 Karma website and on Amazon? If you enjoy reading books of incredible women who are doing amazing work in the world, you will want to pick up a copy. Also, when you join 360karma.com, you will enjoy our growing video content of expert advice and support, and learn about our workshops and our second annual Women's Conference in West Hollywood, November 3rd and 4th of this year. If you would like to align with a like-minded, purpose-driven community, you will feel at home at 360karma.com. We encourage and support you to live the life you love.
RTB Financial Group empowers women to raise the bar and take control of their financial future. For more information, visit rtbfinancialgroup.com or call Amanda Barr at 424-284-4216. The Live, Love, Thrive program is brought to you in part by Honda of downtown Los Angeles, supporting the equality and empowerment of women.
And we are back with world-famous blogger Kat Tanita. You get shy when I say that.
Thank you.
But
for saying that.
I mean, you are world-famous, and you travel all over the world doing your blogging. And I think people will be very interested to hear how you started out on this amazing journey of creating a blog that millions of people are familiar with. And in fact, your blog is called With Love from Kat.
Yes.
I love the name, too. Who couldn't love that blog?
Thank you.
Right? It's warm, it's cozy, it's inviting. Yeah.
Exactly.
And so you started this blog back in college, right? Or
Yep, I had just graduated from college.
Yeah.
So I was 22 at the time.
Yeah. And originally you're from Arizona?
Yes, grew up in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Grew up in Arizona.
Yes.
And you were sharing with me, I always like to share a little background of people. So your parents split when you were like 18.
Yep.
So your dad's still Arizona, but mom's in Boston.
Yes.
But they're both big cheerleaders for you.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, we're glad you turned your shopping addiction into a career.
Yeah. And like everybody, everybody has various obstacles. How was that when your parents divorced? How did that impact your life and what you do with it? Because don't you think obstacles always impact how we handle life?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it was devastating, but it gave me a really good sense of independence. So at 18, when they split, they were going through their personal struggles, and I was just about to start college. And so I kind of immersed myself into getting a full-time job. I paid for college myself, and that really taught me a strong work ethic. And that hustle started like very young. And so I think the fact that I had such early work experience, that has really helped me in the long run, especially with what I do today.
And don't you think, too, that obstacles make us more resilient?
Absolutely.
And there is no way you can be an entrepreneur without being super resilient, right?
It is so true.
Yeah.
Yes, there's so many obstacles and hurdles that come along the way, and you just have to kind of roll with the punches.
But don't you in a way think that that makes entrepreneurship more fun? I mean, like if it was just easy, it wouldn't be like, everybody be doing it. But it makes it kind of special because, it is a lot of trial and error and failure. But to be successful at your first business, that's really impressive, I got to tell you. Because a lot of people, try and fail many times before they have a successful business. But kind of right out of the box, you were super successful. But one of the things I think that it lends itself to your success is, and this is something our listeners should pay attention to, is that you just were headstrong in doing what you love. 100%. And you did get this job out of college where you were working with somebody that really taught you the skills of how to run a business. So that was really fortunate, that jewelry startup where you were in New York, right?
Yes.
Drawn to New York. What fashion queen doesn't want to be in New York? I was there myself for 5 years. Don't you love New York?
It's a wonderful city.
Oh my God.
And it made me who I am.
Yeah.
And that's, talk about resilience living in New York. You learn it's a constant struggle every day.
Oh yeah. But and yet so fun and exciting and cultural.
Exciting.
I think people in LA think New York, they don't like it or whatever. I actually love both. I love New York and I love LA.
I think it's good to have a mix of both.
Yeah, and they both have their pluses.
Totally.
Yeah, but it's true, the song, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. It's so true, isn't it?
So
very
true.
competitive.
It's so true.
Yeah. So you were working for doing social media and everything else for a jewelry startup. And that is the interesting thing we were talking about. A lot of people, they're better suited for corporate America where they're doing one job, they do that job, they go home, they're done. But for an entrepreneurial person, it was a great experience to work for a startup where you wore so many hats, right?
Exactly. I was doing invoicing, I was doing their social media, I was doing trunk shows, customer service. So I really learned the ins and outs of how to run a business at age 23.
Wow, invaluable.
Did that for a year and a half. Wrote my blog at night at the same time after work. And then branched out on my own.
And you know what? They always say that is the best way to start a business is 100%. To do it on the side while you have your paycheck.
Exactly.
And then you told me this, and I love this. You said, I dreamed that I would have this successful blogging business within 6 months. And you dropped the job and did this full time. And within 6 months, you got a call from a company that represented Nordstrom.
Yep.
And I have goosebumps talking about this for you. I just think it's so cool. Saying you're moving a lot of their product, they should hire you to blog more about them. And that's kind of how it all started.
Yeah, it just snowballed from there. And I think cold calling people and reaching out to brands that I admired too, just that hustle and that drive and just being like willing to just, kind of put my put my pride aside and just ask for to
Right.
work with brands. And I did a lot of things for free at first, and that really helped me grow my network.
And that is what sales is. It's having the fear but doing it anyway, right? Yeah, and you've been hustling since you're 15 years old, so you're like an old soul, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, you've already
Like
been working a lot of
odd,
years.
all those odd jobs and like
Yeah.
working at clothing boutiques and being a nanny and all those things that it really just gave me the experience I need today. So
And, life is always like that, only sometimes it takes people like 30 years to get it. But usually all the jobs that you take, you learn some skill that you bring together for what it is you're meant to do.
Yeah.
And you're one of the lucky ones because you figured out your life's passion and calling early in life. Sometimes it takes people 20, 30 years. But that's really cool to do what you love. And you have to really love what you're doing, A, in order for it to be successful, and B, in order to endure those long hours.
100%.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about what it entails to do a blog, because I know it's 24/7. A lot of people think very glamorous because you're flying around the world taking pictures in Florence and just all over the world, and which is awesome. But I know it's more hard work than glamour.
Yes.
Yeah. But let's tell people exactly what you do. So you aligned with a company called Rewards.
So as I started my blog, and then a company called Reward Style, which is an affiliate marketing company.
Reward Style.
Yes. Yeah. They reached out along with other affiliate marketing companies and said, hey, you're linking to all these retailers on your blog already. Why don't you use a trackable hyperlink, and you can get paid a commission from the companies if you sell, the clothes, if you direct sales. So I thought, oh, this sounds really complicated.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah,
That's funny.
First, but then they walked me through it, and so I started putting the links in slowly but surely. And so one of the ways I make income is through commission when something sells from a link. And then another way is just...
sometimes you make like 6 figures on these things, right?
Exactly,
I mean, it's crazy. Lucrative. Yeah.
It is. I know people always say like, oh, can you support yourself blogging? And I'm like, yes, I can. I'm
Here
very
they are
fortunate.
feeling sorry for you, and you're like, I got it. I'm okay.
Completely. So, but no, and then brands will also come to me, like big brands that I wear a lot, Rag & Bone and
I love
J.
Rag &
Crew
Bone.
and Nordstrom, and they'll say, hey, we noticed you're driving a lot of sales to our website. We want to pay you to promote our latest collection. So it's kind of organic, native advertisement.
Right.
And I'll speak about the collection, from my perspective, because I think that's what's so cool and different about bloggers compared to like a model wearing something.
Right.
That I'm saying how I love it, why I'm wearing it, where I would wear it to. And so giving a really real, raw perspective.
I love that. I can see how millennials would identify with that so much more because you're one of them.
100%.
You're talking about using this yourself. It's really not like an ad. It's a lifestyle. Hey, here's why I love this and where I'm wearing it to, and
it's
relatable.
It's really
cool.
It's different and
it's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
And then with Instagram now and social media, you're able to connect with people all over the world, again, in a really real, authentic way. And I think that's just what people are craving, and that's why social media is so big, because people just want that connection. They want that genuine connection.
You work with such big companies as Nordstrom, Burberry, Wall Street Journal,
New York Times. I've done stuff. Yeah, the New York Times sent me to Mexico to do a really fun thing with the Mexican Tourism Board, and we got to explore San Miguel de Allende. Have you ever been there?
No.
Such a cool city.
Oh, wait. Is that artist town in Mexico?
Yes.
I'm dying to go there.
You would love it.
You are like the 3rd or 4th person this month to
think
tell me
you
about
have a
it.
trip
So
then.
I am meant to go there. Yeah. I know someone went to a wedding there.
It's beautiful.
The pictures were incredible.
The architecture, the colors, the cobblestone streets. Yep.
Okay, that's it. I'm booking it. I'm booking it.
Go.
Yeah.
But
so and here's the perfect example. People want to know where you've been and what you love. They want to know what restaurants, shops, products,
totally
everything, right?
Yeah, and it's so amazing to be able to share that with people in just a natural way. And it's something that even if I wasn't being paid to do this, I would still want to have my little online personal style journal or diary. That's how I look at my blog. It's just, a creative outlet for me still.
And I think what people appreciate is they know, and I know, you're not going to promote something you don't really believe in.
Never, no.
So that's kind of cool that people can trust that.
Exactly.
Where you can't really trust an ad,
It's true.
Yeah.
For me, I've always been like that since day one. If I don't actually wear it or like it, I'm not going to promote it. And I think that's a lot of having trust in yourself and trust in just the universe that something better will come your way. And so at first it was tempting to take a lot of these jobs that maybe didn't feel like the right fit, but the budget was great, and so I had to turn down a lot of things, and I'm so glad I did, because now
people know they can
build
trust
that authenticity.
Right, you're not going to be promoting the Burger King burger. Right?
Exactly. Definitely.
Sorry, Burger King.
Definitely. And like one of my girlfriends does PR for Burger King. So
Uh-oh.
No.
Don't share this broadcast.
I will not be. It's true.
But so moving right along. So you then ventured into creating your own app. How exciting is that?
Yeah.
And I've got to actually download that. It's
do.
called
just with love from Kat in the App Store. Yep. It's completely
and Kat's
free.
K-A-T, as you can see on the screen.
Yes. Completely free. And that kind of came about 3 years ago. I was traveling so much. Instagram was starting to pop up, and I started to get emails all day long of, where should I go? I just saw you're in Paris. Where should I stay? Where should I eat? What should I wear? And I thought, you know what? I'm so fortunate to be able to go to all these cool places. I want to share this somehow with my readers.
Right.
And so I worked with a graphic designer and a coder, and I invested into this app, and I built it as a passion project, and it's free for my readers to use.
Wow.
And it's actually funny because I feel that I have made my money back indirectly by getting to work with people like the New York Times or the Mexican Tourism Board. Mm-hmm. And so it just goes to show, like, if you're passionate about something and you see a need for something, jump on that.
Right.
And
listen to your insides is what I always say. And the other thing is, you don't even have to know the how. That's a big thing. I think that people, it gets in their way. But you strike me as one of these people, like, let's say you want to create an app. You don't have to know how. You just have to find people that do know.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. And I'm still learning. It's all trial and error being an entrepreneur. I'm making mistakes every day. And that's just, that's how it goes.
That makes it fun. That makes it fun. Yeah. Especially when the big win, like when you actually got the app done and now people can download
so
it.
Good. Yeah.
So it doesn't connect them to the blog, or it does?
You can link to the blog as well through the app. But I should have it. That's a good idea, actually, to have it live streamed almost and have like a separate page.
Yeah, there you go. We just
I like this idea. No, it's great. Yeah.
So I know it's not always easy in your entrepreneurial life, because I said, okay, share with me some of the big struggles personally and whatnot. And you were talking about, you were dating someone for 10 years.
Yep.
And it actually didn't work out because of your schedule, because this is a 24/7 job. You can never put it down and not be participating, because people expect to hear from you every day, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, social media, you're always connected. It's 7 days a week. Oftentimes I'll work 16 hours a day. I get up at 5:30 or 6.
Wow.
Meditation has really helped me to stay balanced and centered.
Meditation is such a godsend, isn't it?
It's the best. I do TM. I love it.
I have to start my day with that, because then it sets the tone for your whole day, right?
It does. And I actually do it twice a day if I have a busy day, just to like reset. Because I'm not a coffee drinker, but
I better take your advice on that one.
I would say being an entrepreneur, it does affect your personal life, and that's a sacrifice that I think I'm willing to take right now, because I found something that I am so passionate about and that I love and I believe in, and I feel like I'm inspiring people. But yeah, it was a huge setback and a huge like my heart was so broken. But now I know obviously that the person that I want to be with will support my busy schedule and that. So the fit was off, and it's amazing how much you change from a teenager to, a grown woman.
They say your brain and everything and your insides are changing so much in your 20s that you're not even the same person by the time you're 30. That's why really people shouldn't get married so young, because they're like two different people by the time they get to their late 20s and 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see where you need to be with an entrepreneur. I am with an entrepreneur, and I find that really helpful because we definitely cheer each other on.
Yeah.
I could never be with somebody who is like, oh, you can't do that.
Holding you back.
Yeah, when will you be back and all that stuff. Yeah, not for me either. But yeah, you need somebody who relates to you, and they're an entrepreneur, and you relate to them. And
that support
cheering
system.
each other on.
Yeah, not threatened by your success and stuff like that. So.
What do you do so your life is so busy.
Yes.
Kat. What do you do to meet somebody?
Oh my gosh. Well, I got lucky because I got a puppy. He's so cute. I rescued a puppy.
That's all you need.
From the Vanderpump Dog Foundation, actually.
Aww.
So sweet.
We have a puppy. We have a dog
We'll have
too.
to have a dog play date.
Yes.
And I was walking my dog one day, and I actually passed my next door neighbor 7 times. And so we're kind of seeing each other, actually.
Oh my gosh, that's
so
great.
I'm kind of seeing somebody. We'll see what happens.
So the puppy brought you.
So the puppy brought me together, and I always
that.
laughed and said, "Oh, if I get a dog, it'll help me meet somebody." And it's true.
You put it out there.
I did.
Intention is really powerful.
It's really true, and he's actually an entrepreneur. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. It's in its new stages, but
okay, I love that. Puppy love.
Puppy love. I could make little Charlie.
Puppies or dogs change the whole vibe of your home.
They do.
You walk in and it's like magic. It's
make it so warm.
When my dog's at the groomer and I come home and I'm like all excited to see her, I'm like, oh my God, where is she? You literally feel the energy in the room change.
I know.
Yeah, so that dog's going to be a real
He's been a gift
blessing.
so far. Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Wait, what's your dog's name?
Angie.
Angie and Charlie, they need to meet.
Mine's a multi-poo.
Oh, mine's a Dachshund Terrier.
Oh,
so he
cute.
almost looks like a little golden retriever.
Oh, cute.
He's precious.
So are you a Dodgers fan?
I am, now that I live in LA, but of course I was a Yankees fan.
Because I am so not a baseball person. Let's just start with that.
Not good with sports
Somehow
at all.
I'm watching this Dodger World Series.
Yep. I should be watching it. I'm totally, that's the one thing, I'm not into sports at all.
Me neither. Okay, so he's got to be an entrepreneur and he can't be into sports.
Yep,
and he has to like
pretty
dogs.
much those two things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
And tall, dark, handsome, and kind. And the list goes on.
That's okay. You know what? I had a list of 60 things on my list. It's okay to have a big list. And you know what? It's so important to make the list.
It really is.
Yeah,
I truly believe in manifesting.
I always say if you go to the grocery store without the list, you're going to pick up something you don't need. It's so true. You have to know what you're trying to manifest in that partner that you want to spend your life with. I mean, it's like we put more importance on buying a pair of shoes or a new outfit than we do on finding the right relationship.
It's so true.
We spend more time looking for it, determining what we want,
I know.
But that is important. Yeah. So moving right along. So what's next for with Love from Kat? Where are you traveling to? Anywhere exciting or?
Well, on my list is Marrakesh and Tokyo. I've been dying to go to Tokyo. I'm
now
half
I know
Japanese.
you. If it's on your list, it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking April for cherry blossom season would be perfect.
Cool.
But I'm with the new puppy, I'm kind of home for the holidays. The holiday season is a very busy
I love
time
it. Now
for
the
me.
puppy's running your life.
He is. I'm such a dog mom. I'm like Friday nights I just want to stay at home, watch TV with the puppy.
Nice.
But no, Marrakesh and Japan hopefully, and then in terms of where the blogging career will go. I mean, I always say this, but I actually love being behind the scenes more than in front of the camera, and I think I would love to be a consultant for another blogger or a big firm or company someday, and
help them build their blogs.
Exactly, because that feels really good, to
and then
be
maybe
able to
it won't
do that.
be 24/7.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've been doing this for 7 years.
7 years,
right?
yeah. So I've definitely built a nice foundation. But I would love to be able to give back to other women that are entrepreneurs as well and give any advice that I can.
I think you should create that consulting firm because there's a lot of women out there with successful businesses that would love to have a successful blog. And I think a lot of people don't know how to create a successful blog. They don't know what content works best. They don't know how to distribute it.
Exactly.
Is it best to put the blog on your website? I'm going to get some free advice here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, just connect them and just have a separate tab, and you can I always say it's great to update your blog 3 times a week. I post at 6 a.m. Eastern time every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just so readers know when you're going to be posting and they have something to look forward to, like on their Monday mornings at their desk. And then obviously promoting your blog through Instagram. Instagram is one of my #1 sources of traffic.
More so than Facebook.
Definitely more so than Facebook.
Right.
Pinterest above them all. So I love Pinterest. I don't know if you have a Pinterest.
I don't know if we do either. I don't think we do.
If you have a business, whether it be you have a blog or not, you should absolutely be.
Even if it's not product oriented.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Pinterest is a really amazing source of traffic, and you can somehow link it back to your website if you have engaging pictures.
So you connect your blog to your Instagram and your Pinterest.
Yes.
So that it goes back to your blog.
Yes.
That's on your website on a separate button.
Yes.
That would be like a separate landing page.
So basically you pin images from the blog to Pinterest. And then when people are scrolling
images
through Pinterest,
from the blog to Pinterest.
Yes.
Got it.
It's really, I'm, maybe in your workshop, maybe I'll have to do like a little handout, a PDF, and we can send it around to everybody in an email blast.
Yeah. Kat just spoke at our Live, Love, Thrive workshop. We do a monthly workshop, and you are our featured speaker this month. Every month we try to give entrepreneur women tools that help grow their business. So whether it's blogging or Facebook advertising or direct email or just being better speakers or whatever it is, I feel like that's the thing that's lacking in people being successful in their businesses is not having the resources. And so we try to make 360 Karma and our Live, Love, Thrive workshops those resources. So
it was such a lovely workshop. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And this weekend is the Live, Love, Thrive conference.
Yes.
We're so excited about that. And She Tank, which is women entrepreneurs that are helping to fund women entrepreneurs. So I do think we're in a time of women helping women.
I think so.
Yeah, so I think that'd be great if you create a business to help women entrepreneurs grow their businesses through blogging, because I think it is a big, deep, dark mystery, and you definitely have the expertise and the keys to share that with other people and be their consultant. The other thing is most people don't have time, so I could see you having a consulting firm that actually provides the blogs for those businesses. Maybe not yourself, maybe you have a whole team creating a whole business here for you today.
I love this. I'm taking note.
Yeah, a team of bloggers, because I think for me, that's the one thing that keeps me from the blogging is not having the time to create 3 blogs a week. And I think same, I have people help me with the social media and just about everything else, Facebook advertising, marketing, building the website.
Yeah.
I do think it takes a village to have a successful business.
It does.
And that's one, I like 360 Karma to be all those resources that people need, because also if a woman gives business to another woman, it helps build their business.
Absolutely.
And then they use the tools of other women. And this is the karma of it. That's why I call it 360 Karma. I think it's each of us, we each have our own gifts.
Yes.
Yours is blogging, obviously, and I'm sure many other things. But what a wonderful gift in this day and age. Creative writing, to be exact, right? But everybody has a gift, and that's what we should be doing is sharing our gifts with each other to help each other have successful businesses.
I agree. That's what I'm all about. And that's why it's so special to be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, just keep doing the amazing work that you're doing. And we'll keep following you on With Love from Kat. Next up, Marrakesh and
Tokyo.
And Tokyo. I've never been to either one of those. That sounds so exciting.
Oh my gosh.
It was on your bucket list.
And San Miguel de Allende. You have to go.
Yes.
You have to.
I'm booking
and I'll
that.
send you my list.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to follow you. We're going to download the free app, and we're going to be continued big fans.
Thank you so much.
Keep doing amazing work and being an inspiration to other women entrepreneurs.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We will see you all this week at the Live, Love, Thrive conference. In fact, UBN Radio TV is going to be live there this weekend as well. And if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, you can get them online at 360karma.com for both She Tank Friday night and the Live, Love, Thrive conference Saturday. Our sponsors are Honda of Downtown LA and the City of West Hollywood. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make it a great day. Hugs and happiness.